One on hip hop, what's going on? It's your boy Jamel Lamar, and today I'm with this guy. No, I'm with the guy. One of hip hop's up and coming MCs, straight out of the LI, Long Island. I'm talking about my guy, your guy. That man who, you know, talks about the life of the party. Oh, he is the life of the party. Javon, what's going on, bro?
What's man? What's good?
Thank you first for sit with us, man, and talking with us today.
I appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, man. Now, I'm gonna ask you straight up.
Okay.
What was your introduction to hip hop?
I was born into hip hop, to be honest. My dad, big hip hop fan, talking Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One,
Okay.
Run DMC. So I grew up on that. My era of music was more towards the Biggie, Tupac, Nas. I think the first Nas song I heard was Street Dream.
Okay.
My favorite Nas song. And after that, I just fell in love with music.
So you was the cat, you know what I mean? You was going to the store getting the Annihilators and the Skittles. You remember the 25-cent bag of chips and little quarter waters, you know what I mean? And go to the park and, you know, we play a little ball. That was the time you was with it. So you was with me. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, I dig it.
It's a good time. I actually started out playing ball. Ball was my first love. But you know,
yeah, you tall, bro. You know.
6'5", so you know, yeah, you know, music and sports kind of correlate with one another, especially basketball, being that, you know, black people so dominant in that sport, like taking over at basketball pretty much. So the two always correlated with one another.
When can you remember telling yourself, I want this to be my life, my career?
Oh, the funny thing about it is I've been doing music for about 4 years seriously, but my first ever song I made, I was 16. It was to Plies, Dirty Money. So I always still like to write, but writing is boring. Like, I don't want to sit and write books and sit down. Like, it's boring. I like to be active and stuff. You can put that together with music, you know, performing all that. So about 4 years ago, I made a song called Back Then, and my brother's best friend was into music. He heard the song and he like, yo, you gotta start taking it serious, like, you're pretty good. And so from that point on, it's just been love.
Now with hip hop, there's so many factions where, you know, it doesn't just sit with, you know, music. You have, you know, a lot of art, visual art. You have film. You have, you know, fashion. So for you, when it comes to the culture, what would you say touches you the strongest? And when I ask that question, and now I want you to clearly think about that, you know, because, you know, some people can say, no, the spoken word in hip hop is what touches me. Or they say the culinary, the food of hip hop, or the struggle, or, you know, I mean, so many ways you can express that. But for Javon, what would you say for you? Like it touches you, like it hits you in a way that nothing else does.
The creativity and originality. Because me personally, I take creativity and originality to heart. Like, yes, everybody makes music. Yes, we're all hip hop, but the sound, where you're coming from, how you speak, the words you use is all different. So I don't want to sound the same as anybody else. We may have similar views, we may have similar wording, but when you hear me, you can tell the difference from another artist. Same thing with fashion. You may have on the same pieces, but it's styled differently. And with food, it may be cooked the same, but it's a different presentation. It's all about how creative you are and originality, not being afraid to try new things and be different. That's the most part to me.
Now, when I heard you, and I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about it. A little something. But when I heard you, now I heard a few influences. The first one was, I believe, like one of the greatest groups for me in hip hop, which was Tribe Called Quest. And I'm not just talking about, you know, one of them. I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about Jerobi. I'm talking about, you know, Q-Tip. I'm talking about, God rest his soul, Fife. Even with the production, You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard that in your music. But then it didn't stop there. And then I heard that Midwest down south, you know what I mean, with artists like MJG, UGK, you know what I mean? I heard also Chance the rapper, you know, lightly, not heavily, but lightly. I heard definitely, you know, the cats that just gave us some of those you know, walk your shit, talk your shit. And then of course, you know, I can't take away New York. I heard New York very hard. I couldn't put the borough in you. I just was like, in New York, I couldn't hear exactly what borough. You know, Queens got their sound, Brooklyn got their sound, you know, even Shaolin got their sound, Bronx got their sound, you know, but it was, you know, I know Long Island, you know, you guys are like, not the lost borough, but you guys just have something that we just can't put like, that's the amount. So, but if you can say, or if you can kind of describe a little bit, what would you say was Long Li's like sound? What is they feel? What's that vibe?
Well, to be completely honest, I don't feel like Long Island has a sound just yet, because most people, they feel like I'm from Queens. And when they hear my music or see my style, they feel like I'm from Queens. It's like Long Island kind of doesn't have an identity yet.
I couldn't grab it, because I mean I can hear a little something. I can hear Harlem, I can hear Brooklyn, I can hear. So I wasn't sure. I was like,
but I've gotten that too. I've got Brooklyn, I've got Queens, I've got Harlem. But I'm very much from Long Island. The thing about Long Island is, like, when it comes to like the music, other than Rakim and Biz Markie, we really don't have too much influence in Busta Rhymes. We really don't have too much influences in like music and the culture. So we're kind of still lost with that identity. But Long Island right now, I'll tell you right now, as a whole, it's a lot of talented artists in Long Island coming from Long Island. But the thing about it is, back then when hip hop first started, and Brooklyn and Queens and the Bronx, they stuck together. They established something, and that carried on. Even not so much now, everybody going for self, but Long Island never really had that. And in this day and age, with how everybody's moving, I don't feel like we're gonna establish that, which is why Long Island would never have a sound. Because if you listen to me compared to other artists, I sound nothing like them, they sound nothing like me, and so on and so forth. It's never been a built identity.
Now, when you were introduced to hip hop, or in the era that you grew with hip hop, that we grew with hip hop. Now, what, like, you know, looking at hip hop today, and you know, we conversate a little bit, but what would you say is the loss, or if any part of hip hop, the process of culture of hip hop, what would you say, you know, is a part of hip hop that has, you know, for this newer generation, has been overlooked, or maybe, like I said, lost?
It's a lot, to be honest. It's creativity, it's wordplay, it's bars, metaphors, storytelling, content. Like, it's none of that. All it is a fire beat and a bunch of gibberish these days. You got selective artists that's really talking about stuff, but for the most part, when you hear mainstream, what you hear on the radio, what you hear at parties, it's stuff that you would not listen to by yourself. It's only stuff to party to. It don't sit and make you think. Like, when I used to listen to Nas and Biggie and Jay-Z, like, they telling stories. They walking you through it. Either in Slick Rick, what is it, the Child's Story? Oh my God, Children's Story. Bro, when I listen to that song, it's like I'm with him walking side by side. He's taking me through. Like, that's what the picture that I want to paint in my music.
Even that flow, like Slick Rick's flow, like, can be never in life ever like duplicated. Like, it's nobody. But as I listen to Jay Javon, like I and you know, not to you know, say this in a way where, you know, and I'm hoping you take this as mature as you can, but you know, I see something special in you that the world, you know, and I feel like you have to come a little slow, because if you come with a bang, we might not be able to handle it. what you got to offer. So that's what I'm saying. When I say this, I say you take it in a way that, yeah, I'm like, I know, yeah, I know I'm that shit, I know I'm that dude, but you know, take it in a way it was like, you know, like, but I'm coming, you know.
The funny thing about it is, I don't feel like I'm that dude. Compared to, not to compare myself, but there's people that's been doing this for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years plus, and they probably aren't where they want to be in their careers at all. I'm 4 years in, and I'm well ahead of where I thought I was going to be, and I'm but I'm still perfecting my craft. I'm pretty sure there's sounds and there's flows and stuff that I have yet to unlock that will take me to a higher level. And I know the time is gonna come. I'm not the man now. So I know there's always room for improvement.
And I know you special because you said something just now that just says, that spoke volumes about you, and that's perfecting your craft. Right now, politics and hip hop is like this. And where do you stand when it comes to that?
Well, I don't get involved in politics, to be honest. I see a lot of artists that, no offense, are where they probably shouldn't be, and it's all based off of the politics. And the sucking up and the tail kissing is just something that I can never get a part of. It's like, why should I lower my standards or lessen myself just to get somewhere where I could reach eventually being genuine who I am, instead of trying to fit in with somewhere I don't belong.
But do you as, because you know a lot of artists like T.I., and shout out to Tip, but like T.I. or say that, you know, as an artist, and especially when you gain that success, you have a higher responsibility to take care of your community.
I wouldn't say that I have a responsibility or obligation to do so, but that's part of my plan. Because where I'm from, my culture helped raise me. But let's be completely honest. They only support and show love, for the most part, is when people outside of that community discover you and show love. Like right now, I've been grinding for 4 years, 5 years, and I get more love in Brooklyn, Queens. I get love in Germany. I get love in California and Atlanta. But my hometown, who I rep and show love to in virtually every project, almost every song, it's only a handful of people. Why does it take for people outside of the community, outside of the town, to realize I have a talent for you to want to listen? And then once I'm on, I'm obligated to come back and I'm supposed to do this. This is where I'm from. Y'all didn't make me. Y'all may have helped raise me, but y'all didn't make me. So I don't feel like I owe anyone anything. But at the same time, coming from that life and knowing what it's like to live in the hood, you know, things that you're deprived of, I want the youth to have more. So if I go back, when I go back and do things, it'll strictly be for the youth, because I don't owe nobody nothing. Nobody's out here grinding with me. I went to shows by myself in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, with nobody in attendance and game fans, just solely being me. Just solely being me. Nobody done that for me, so who do I owe?
And that's where Dolly comes into play. Cause that was a song I was like, cause not for nothing, I was the same way. You know, back in the day when I was out here promoting the clubs or whatever. You know, when you see me go to the club, I would Dolly. I ain't going to a bunch of dudes. Why? You know me. I want the women to look at me and like, Jack, who that by himself at the booth? He got the bottle by himself. Who that? So it says a lot, man. It kind of connects, but you know, when I still stand with though also, you know, when you have something, when you're so gifted, and to share, and to, you know, also teach it, it's still a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's part of the plan already. That's what I want. That's what I plan to do. Like, my whole thing with music is to be a global phenomenon. I want to be the best rapper. I want to be the best artist. I want to impact the world with my words and the change that I plan to make. So it'll live on forever. You can have a hot song, but will that live forever? Nah. It won't. It could be a hot song, but if it's not a hit song, something that's gonna change the way people think or view life, it won't last forever. If you look at it, like Biggie and Pac, timeless. Timeless. But you got artists nowadays, the song is hot for the summer. All right, what you doing next summer? Once that die out, then what? You're gonna put on the shelf. I don't want to be a hot artist. I want to be the best artist. I want to be remembered forever. So that's why.
Who would you say, outside of your father himself, but who would you say when it came to the music forefathers? And I'm talking about some of like music's, you know, godly lyricists, DJs, breakdancers. Would you say were your godfathers?
Godfathers would definitely be Ludacris, Nas, Jay-Z. Even though back then you couldn't be a fan of both, I still like some Jay, Nelly, except for founding fathers, forefathers. So I give you one more. Take out Jay-Z, Tupac.
Oh, now, and you know, a lot of people. I always hated the question, you know, because me, you know, I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You dig? I know you do, but I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, so you know I had Biggie, I had, you know, Fab, I had Jay, I had Wyclef, I had, like, I mean, the list goes on, but I used to love NWA, just love pop. Not say you, excuse me. Not used to. I love pop. I love NWA. I love, you know, E40. You know, I love them cats. But I used to hate the question, who do you think was better? I used to hate that because I felt like, you know, we were all hip-hop family. You know, but you as an artist, and something else I really believe and I see in your destiny as a probably as one of probably our dopest philanthropists, excuse me. But as one of our dope philanthropists though. But what do you believe is the biggest problems today in our culture? Not just the music, but the culture.
Competition. Everybody view it as competition instead of stepping stone to help one another get to where everybody wants to be. What people fail to realize is there's placement for everyone. So why are you competing? So that's what I feel like it is. I feel like we're hindering ourselves as a culture from propelling and moving forward with the competition. Like, why should I sit here and be like, oh, I'm better than him, I'm better than you. Spit like me, you got no bars like me. Instead of, you know, pushing you, it's like, all right, we're gonna do this song together. You bring your style, I bring my style. Now your fans become my fans, and vice versa. And now we at a higher level than we were yesterday.
But I mean, isn't that kind of what created hip hop to a certain extent? Because you know, when you come to the park and you drop your bars, and I drop my bars, you know, we going at it. But then, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's like boxing. I can still respect you, but I still want to knock you the hell out when we in that ring.
Like you said, but it's different. You come to the park, you spit your bars, I spit my bars. Everybody in attendance, they looking, we dap it up and leave. Nowadays, oh, I get on the track, I dish you, you dish me. I see you in public, I'm shooting at you, you shooting back. It's not the same. So it's like, death has played a big role in music over the last 20 years. For what reason? Yeah. Because of competition. Why am I in competition with you? We both on the same platform, we both from the same culture, we both trying to get ahead in life. I mean, we can give the people what they want, but at the end of the day, let them know that we all are part of the same culture. We dap it up, we go about our lives, we continue to progress in life, and I do the same. And I may have taken some of your fans once they heard whatever they heard, and vice versa. But we still have our lives, we still moving forward, we still getting money, we still living the lives that we want to live. Both under the same hip-hop culture umbrella.
So right now in hip-hop, one of the big subjects is, of course, the female takeover, so to speak. Even one of our, hip hop legends, JD, Jermaine Dupri, said that, he felt like there were certain things that, just wasn't really moving him with the female sound at this very time in hip hop. And no disrespect to me personally, I love a lot of new hip hop, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, but at the same time, there are certain things I would also love to see. I would love to see more raps in this, but where do Javon, what is your intake on the female movement right now in hip hop?
I'm right in the middle. But I agree with what he's saying, but in the same breath, I'm happy for the female culture. Like, I like what Megan Thee Stallion, I like what she stands for. I like what Cardi B stands for as far as like the women empowerment and like why women can't be bosses. Like, I like that. But what they talk about in their music is not the same message that they're trying to deliver. So they would talk about that more than actually put out something meaningful, other than just twerking and scamming and using dudes and whatever they talk about. So it's kind of, it makes you, like, I'm all for it. I just wish that the message that they speak outside of their music is implemented in their music.
I personally, don't think you can ever party too much. But what made you, give me the whole concept of party too much?
The whole concept came about because I don't usually party. I don't really go out. But I made it my mission to like enjoy the life more. So it's not necessarily me partying, like going out, popping house party. It's just more like enjoying life, again, the greater things, the finer things from life, and having fun.
And from my understanding, you actually did that project in literally a week and a half?
A week and a half. My initial project that I was working on, it wasn't coming out the way that I wanted to. Balls, and it was all cool. I guess that's from a product of me and a Rough Rider. They took it to that.
Pitbull and the
just
skirt.
Like, yeah, like, she was really rapping. I'm into the rapping, especially from a female. Like, you hit me, like, oh, all right, yeah, definitely.
So, who is your favorite hip hop group of all time?
Tribe Called Quest.
And I actually hear that in your music, but I'ma still ask why.
I feel like they were the only group, especially during the '90s, that was really standing out and being different. Like, you had NWA, Wu-Tang Clan, but it was more like street rap, like gangster rap, which is cool too. It's great. They had their bars, they had their lyrics. Tribe Called Quest was different. They're gonna give you party sounds. They're gonna give you meaningful sounds. Just the metaphors, the flow, wordplay. They weren't afraid to be themselves. So that's what I try to implement in myself. So definitely.
Favorite hip hop movie of all time?
Favorite hip hop movie of all time? Juice. Going back to my reference earlier. Yeah, Juice.
I thought I was gonna see if he was gonna slip on that one.
Nah, I got a few, like Boys in the Hood, New Jack City, but Juice is the top. I've seen that movie at least 1,000 times.
Okay. Favorite hip hop DJ?
Favorite hip hop DJ? See, now you got me. I'm not really into the DJs. I'm not really into the DJs. But J Master J. Rest his soul, but definitely J Master J.
So, one that we stomp everybody on. And Psycho did your research on it over here, so I'm curious to hear the answer to this one. But favorite freestyle outside of your own all time.
Favorite freestyle of all time. I actually don't have. The reason why is because I don't really feel like most artists freestyle. Like, it may be something you haven't heard, but me personally, my freestyles are overrated. Freestyling is cool, but I like to use my mind and piece together my words. So I'm a big writer. I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of it is written. And I feel like a lot of artists that claim that they don't write really be writing. Especially the way that they flow. Just from being an artist, the way that they flow and how things punch, I know it's written. You can tell when somebody's freestyle versus something that's written. So I don't really get into freestyles like that. But if I had to say A freestyle, I would go with Dave East's most recent freestyle that he did for LA Leakers. That's when he was first like really coming up, and like just the bars and the flow that he went with. That's the only real like freestyle that I paid attention to. So I'll have to go with that.
So, for everybody who has not heard of or want to reach out, not say heard of, let me say that right. For everybody who wants to reach out to Javon, where can they get you?
You can find me everywhere like air, you heard? I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, Twitter, Instagram. For the music platforms, you just type in JAY__JAVON. It'll come right up. And if you're looking for social media, it's the same thing. So I'm everywhere.
Brother, thank you. And we look forward, man, and trust me when I tell you, he will be on one of those ONEONHIPHOP playlists really soon. So, I mean, you know, by the time this interview come out, he may be on it already. So, hey, you know. But thank you again, bro. We appreciate you. We wish you all the success. We will keep our eyes on you. And you know, it is what it is. You dig? I know you do.